Welcome back to A&M and the AM, episode, I think 53. I'm going to go with it because I think I said the wrong episode last week, and I think we're off like 2 or 3 weeks. But,
Oh, of course.
It's all right. It doesn't matter. We're episode, let's say, 53, 54, somewhere around there. We're back. And honestly, there's not much to talk about. There's the one thing we want to talk about. It's the only thing that's important. It's the one thing. See, the only reason there wasn't a video on Monday, it wasn't our fault. We had
for once.
We had everything. We actually had everything prepared. We had everything. We a little bit, low technical difficulty.
I was gonna say kind of lucky it didn't work out anyway since mine stopped working. But
you cut out on me there.
Oh, since mine stopped working, but
yeah.
That's a story for a different day.
Yeah, hopefully it works the next time. And we have, because we were a short one anyways. So, but, surprisingly, not our fault that we welched for the first time in a while.
It's not.
But, probably ever.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
But we had our first week of wiffle ball over the weekend. Mort's first game as a rookie, even though he's not being counted as a rookie, which we'll have to contact league offices about.
They love they love to not count the boy as a rookie. I mean, it's just I have a certain veteran presence to me or something, I guess.
We'll have to contact league offices about that so you can get in the running for rookie of the year. Because I mean,
people are gonna forget.
We'll get into it here in a second, but you might be in the lead right now for rookie of the year voting.
People are gonna forget because I'm not marked as one anytime anything comes out.
But so breakdown of our first 2 games. When we went against the Founders in the first game, by far best team in the league. I think they're the now #1 team in the power rankings. Literally, they have a team of grown men. It's going to be hard to beat them.
It's kind of unfair.
They have a good team. Even without Michael Dunn, they have a good team. Just imagine Michael Dunn on that team pitching. We had Jalen Porter pitching, and we couldn't even hit against him, and he's their third guy. Third best pitcher.
It would have been over by probably. I'll give us the 3rd inning.
No, I think we had to go 4. I think you have to go 4 at least.
Okay, well then it would have been more. It would have been more than the 10 runs then.
Yeah, but score was 10-1, I believe. We didn't hit horribly. We struggled, I think. The first couple of innings, obviously against Jalen Porter. I don't even remember when he got taken out, to be honest with you.
No, yeah, I don't remember. It was like let's see, I don't even. Yeah, we played the full thing, so.
Yeah, we played all 7.
I think 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay.
Because we had 3 guys pitch against us.
We had
him, and then we had the 2 others.
Tyler. We had him, Tyler, and then Jacob.
Jacob the other one.
Baker, I think. Yeah, I think it was Jacob Baker. I think I could be getting that wrong there, but. Yeah, 10-1. Brendan ended up starting the game for us. He struggled first 2 innings, but then after that, I think he pitched well. He did struggle the 4th inning, but he closed it out. I think he ended up letting up any runs that inning. So he pitched good his first game. I think 9 Ks. So.
Yeah, which I had said, looking at these stats, I truthfully did not remember 9 strikeouts. But I mean, it makes sense because of the outs coming from, that's main places outs were coming from. So I guess it makes sense, but really just sitting there, I wasn't thinking dang, that was just 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, because it really, honestly, it does start to go by fast. And I didn't get a chance to look, but because I know the team or the league leaders are kind of messed up right now.
And I mean. If you're looking for him, he's probably going to be behind. I mean, 9 would probably put him up there, but considering that, again, we only played 1 game, it's going to be harder.
Yeah, I would say we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, considering we only played 1 game, it will put him kind of behind a little bit. Yeah, we had 10, 10, 10, 12, 16. I swear I said somebody had 23. It could have been tripping. I swore it said, when I was looking at league leaders, I swore it said somebody had 23.
Very well could have.
Yeah, right here. 20. Who is that? Let me follow this across. Brandon. Oh, okay. This was last year's. Okay.
Yeah. 2020 was last year.
The league leaders is still last year's stats. So yeah, but Brendan, he's right up there. He's top 10 and strikeouts, only pitching 1 game.
Probably
So,
wasn't 10 pit. Actually, yeah, it was 10 pitchers used altogether.
So yeah, so he did a good outing, and then you came in the third. We brought you in because the game wasn't out of reach, but it was kind of to the point where if we had to play the second game that night, we wanted to preserve Brendan's innings.
Are you sure it was the third?
The fourth, I meant.
Did
I say third?
Yeah.
No, I said we brought you in for 3. That's what I meant. I guess that's what I meant to try.
Brendan pitched 4 and I pitched 2.
Oh yeah, you pitched 2 because we didn't pitch bottom of the 7th. You're right. So you pitched 2. But you came in, closed out the game, and you turned some heads there with a couple of your pitches.
Yeah, I mean, the issue, and everybody had it, was the speed.
Air it out more. This is your platform to air it out.
Our umpire got an earful the entire time, but just really that was the biggest enemy, and it just kind of took away anything that I would have even thought about bringing to the table. I was just focused on really throwing the ball as slow as I possibly could.
Yeah, and that was honestly from observing from second base, that was throwing guys off, I think, because everyone's so used to having, I know it's not a big difference, but everyone's so used to having that speed cap at 60, so you can pitch up to 60. And I think now that everyone having to kind of adjust to throw a little slower, everyone's kind of having to adjust their hitting.
It's just like how we saw from Jalen a little bit, and even I mean, actually all their pitchers really, but they were somehow still hitting the 58 threshold, but with the crazy movement.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. That's how I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do that. I was just worried about throwing it around the plate and just hoping something good happened. I wasn't. They were throwing some nasty curveballs and stuff, but I was just kind of trying to get it there.
They've obviously had 7 years to where they know how to pitch around 58, so they aren't getting that 60 mark. They know how to pitch around that number with that crazy movement with a wiffle ball. So
it was something, and I had told umpire Blake that I thought that his speed gun had woken up and taken steroids that on Saturday, just because the elevated numbers. And then at one point, I know he'll probably see this. I'd like to apologize for telling him that I was just about to underhand the ball because of his speed gun. I did mean it though. It's just like felt like I was some point. Yeah, it felt like at some point I was gonna have to underhand it, but made it through.
Okay, so I hate the speed gap too, and I know I'm not gonna be out there on the pitching mound.
I wouldn't mind it if I can keep trying to adjust. I wouldn't mind it though. Like, it just felt like it was a little inconsistent or something. It might not have been the gun, it might have been the way it was held, all kinds of other things. It was just the fact that like I felt like I was barely even like just letting go of the ball, and they'd say it was 60, and then I felt like I would throw it a little bit harder, and they'd say it was like 56.
Well, here's what I was gonna say. I obviously don't like the speed cap, but with them adding an extra an extra fielder, pitchers throwing it slower will increase hits.
Yeah.
So it's gonna increase offense when they add defense, which is it's a little good way, a little good,
Yeah, I like that you can't be out there throwing missiles. Like I said, I mean, just taking the time to adjust. I mean, 58 could be the good number. It's just it felt like it was a little too, like, I don't know, just it was the other games too that we saw. It was just people were just right above it, like at 59, and like it wasn't counting because of that. So
but everybody on the team ended up getting a hit. You technically had a 2-hit game. One of them counted as an error. Jackson, our other rookie, technically had a 2-hit game. One counted as an error. So right now, I'll just go through the batting averages real fast. We all had 4 at bats except Evan and Brendan.
It's
All of
tough.
us are hitting
Yeah, they did.
2. No, Brendan and Evan had 5 at bats.
Oh, say well. Oh, because
Yeah,
of walks. I
they
was say
both had
according.
walks.
Yeah, okay, I see that now. I was say according to this, it says 4, but yeah, I see the walks now.
But everybody's batting 250 except Levi and Quinton.
Mm-hmm.
Quinton currently leading the team in strikeouts, but not worried
He'll
about it.
catch up to the walks though, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he's coming out determined. That's all I know. He's coming out determined next game. Evan leading our team. Evan and B Wood leading the team in on base percentage with 400, and then going over here to pitching. Like I said, Brendan went 4 innings, 8 hits, allowed 1 home run, which may I say was the longest wiffle ball home
That
run I've ever seen.
was
It had to go 150 feet at
that
least.
was destroyed.
Yeah. It was something.
It was goodness
He allowed
gracious.
8. He allowed 8 runs, 5 walks, but again 9 strikeouts. He has a 12 ERA right now. And then you came in relief, 2 innings, 3 hits on you, no home runs. Bright spot to look at
Yeah,
there.
I was very scared.
Yeah, especially after
times.
that. But then
I had the bases loaded,
2.
and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you
there.
got out of it there. Yeah, we'll talk about that gold glove play here in a second. And then you had 2 runs scored on you, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. You're saying at
And
6
really,
ERA.
really, it felt like there was more than 2 runs just because of the walks and stuff,
Yeah.
and just the stressful times.
But
yeah, I was just really not trying to hang anything after I saw how far that ball went, and I knew their potential to destroy the ball throughout that lineup.
And you ended up striking them out, I think, when there was bases loaded there.
I think at one point, yeah.
Let's talk about bottom of the 6th, bases loaded, a walk wins them the game. I think Jalen was on 3rd at this point.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he was on 3rd because I remember them counting him as the winning run.
Yeah, I was sitting there trying to pitch, and we got over here at third base talking about like you're the winning run, and then over here at first base, no, you're the winning run. It's just
yeah.
So
here's the situation. Bases loaded. Winning run at 3rd. Well, it would have been Mercy run at 3rd. Not really winning. They are winning by 9, but so Mercy run at 3rd. Mort pitches. Bob it basically knocks off your head. Just actually walk me through it here real fast.
Okay, so I went over to it. I don't know. It was just my first instinct was to go get it. I didn't really think about anybody else being over there, so I just kind of got over there, and I went up to catch it, and then it hit my palm.
Yeah.
Hit my forehead, and fell back into my hand. So then I caught it and I flipped it over to Quentin. And we got the double play to end the inning.
Yeah, because I think Tyler Reed was at first, and he thought he assumed you were dropping it, so he was already halfway to second at that point. So it was really kind of it was kind of a smart play there for you to bobble it, even though you didn't need to.
That's what I said too after the fact. I was like, I actually kind of got lucky there, you know.
It was kind of a smart play. We got the double play there, and obviously kept the game alive. I think we went 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 7th.
Probably did, but like I told some members in the crowd and such, once an athlete, always an athlete. So you shouldn't have that play didn't come by surprise very much.
But running off that right there, you were our also only run of the game. So I mean,
it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure making an impact right away.
I've been doing my research. I've been looking through the other stats. Statistically, you're one of the better rookie. You're probably the best rookie in the league right now. There are some that had the better hitting, obviously, but you've showed you have obviously golden hands or whatever, how the good hands in the field. You decent pitching. You pitched 2 innings, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts. So it's kind of like you did have 4 walks there, but walks are kind of inevitable. I feel like all walks are usually high, and wiffle ball, I feel like everyone has a lot of walks. But you're kind of out there showing it, and you've already made some noise that you're gonna be moving up in the batting order.
And it would have been nice to get some more looks, or even have that second hit count. and not get robbed of it. But they also did say, we had talked about this in our group chat, but they also said before the season had started, before the rosters had come out, that there wasn't going to be much competition for Rookie of the Year, and that there wasn't going to be many people to pick from. And so then that's when the Jordan meme was created, where it said, I took that personally. So
yeah, and I mean, you say what you want. Jackson's kind of making a run for your money too. There, he had a hit. He had technically 2 hits there.
I'm gonna attribute it to the Willie jersey. I might just have to keep it going. I was thinking about changing them up every game, but if it worked, then I think I have to come back with Willie. I think it's only right. And considering that he finished 4th place in Rookie of the Year, I think that if I keep pulling it out, if it keeps working, then maybe I can win it for both of us.
Who knows? Who knows?
Be great.
So, I was just looking here real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Your probably only competition at Rookie of the Year is Jason Beverly, 3 for 8, hitting 375, and he pitched. Dang. Also. He had 10. He allowed 10 runs, so maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe not.
That's
maybe
why
not so
it's gonna hurt just only having that one game of stats.
Yeah,
is what's gonna hurt. Where you kind of have to be more precise and perfect the rest of the way.
Yeah,
in collecting things. And
I just don't know.
I don't know if the voting will take into account
that we played one less game.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be between. There'll only be 2 teams that played one less game, and it'll be between us and PBA.
Well, they would have played 2 less. Well,
no, they played one less because they didn't play us. But it couldn't end up playing them. They couldn't show up. They had districts going on. I mean, I'm not gonna say they could have, but from what I heard, they could have. But it's whatever. They didn't show up.
A win's a win, no matter what. So in this league of 8 teams, you take any win.
If you can get a win, you'll take it.
So I mean, like I said, would have liked to play to account or to amass some stats and such, and just to settle some things on the field. But just take the win anyway.
Yeah, but that's really not much to say about that. There's nothing to say about it. We couldn't play the game, so nothing to say there.
Mm-hmm.
So then looking at power rankings, we started we never talked about this because they came out. I think they came out after our. I think they came out Friday night.
Before
it was right after our video came out. We started the year at 4, after going 1-1. But we did lose to the team that's in first place. Keep that in mind.
We put up a run on them.
We moved up to 3rd in the power rankings. So right now it goes the Founders, the team that we lost to.
To be fair, it's a 4-way tie for 3rd.
Yeah. To be fair, you're right. To be fair about that, there's 4 teams at 1-1.
They just happened to somehow put us first.
I think it was because we were already 4, so it only made the most sense just to move us up.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my logic. Kind of like how PBA is not last. They had to forfeit both their games, but they were the number 1 seed going in, so that they're not going to be last, because Hwbl Hitters was there to play both their games, but they were already low seed. They were already 6th in the power rankings. So, I understand why PBA isn't last there, because they already had the, hierarchy. They already had the prestige there, So, I mean, we're 3rd right now. Next week we take a weekend off and we will play. Let me figure it out here. I honestly don't have it. I think we play Hwbl Hitters and Birds Aren't Real. So two teams.
Sounds right.
I think one of the so Hwbl Hitters is we play Hicks with Sticks. Birds Aren't Real. So we play the rest of the East, because we're in the West division. So we play the rest of the East. So we play 2 1-1 teams. I think our one goal this year is to not split every weekend, because last year we split every single weekend.
I'd rather split than lose a weekend, though.
you're. I mean, you're right. You're right. But I'm saying we would rather win both the games.
Yeah.
You're right. I would rather split than lose both games, but I would rather win both games.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, we don't want to go 4-4. We went 5-5 last year. We would like to get a decent record this year. So hoping to pull out that win there. So I mean, just after your first week, Mort, how do you feel? You know, got some experience under your belt now. You only got 4 at bats, but 4 at bats, 2 innings pitched.
I feel a little more confident than I did before. I feel like I can kind of adjust to it a little bit. Coming into it, I had no idea what to really expect, and we just kind of threw right in, just like Evan kind of was just thrown right in. His first at bat for us is him of the year, so he's just kind of thrown in there. Didn't know what to expect against that good of a team.
Same with Jackson. Jackson performed well.
Well, I mean, but like Evan had to lead off, so he's just right there going into it. But yeah, Jackson too, also. So, but I liked it from what I witnessed.
So yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna actually go over and find it here real fast. I know you probably gotta go to. Okay, I gotta find it here real fast because I don't have it saved under that drive that I'm looking at. Give me a hot second here real fast. Schedule. Just gonna go through the schedule real fast for the rest of the season.
Okay.
So, like I said, week 2 we play Birds Aren't or Hicks with Sticks at 5, and then Birds Aren't Real at 6:15, and then week 3 we play Hillbilly Hitters at 3:45, and then we get the night game versus the Fellowship of the Swing. You know, another good team right there. They're probably the second or the first. Right now they're the best team in our division, so it's going to be a good win there, or good matchup there. And then the week 4 at 9:30 a.m. we have Pistol Whiff, basically the team that we played in first round last year playoff.
We've already decided that I may not.
No.
I may not be a full factor in that game, with it being such an early hour in the day.
You're usually going to sleep at that time.
Yeah.
Especially on a Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, that's everybody's gonna be out cutting their grass and sprinkling and stuff. No, I can't do that.
But then at 12 later that day we play our last game of the regular season, where we get another matchup against Fellowship. So we get two games against them. I mean, it makes sense. Going into the season, we were the two like best team, or power ranking wise, we were the 2 best teams. So it makes sense, really.
And
it does.
I mean, and stealing Levi from them, and
yeah.
But yeah, obviously,
like
the team you have to play twice. I wouldn't necessarily want it to be them, but it is what it is.
I'm just looking here real fast. Yeah. Okay. So like PBA and the Founders, they play twice also. So it makes sense. Like I think that's what they did on purpose. They put the 2 top teams because it was us, it was PBA, the Founders, Fellowship, and then us in the power ranking. So it makes sense that all 4 of those teams play each other twice. Well, at least the 2 top, or like the 2 from each division play each other twice. I mean that in my eyes that makes sense. That you're making the best preseason teams play twice in the division matchups.
Yeah, so, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense then.
Because in their eyes that might be deciding who wins the division, you know. Which is weird that
it'd be good, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's weird that they wouldn't put those games later at night, but they did. They put PBA versus the Founders 6:15 last week of the season. So. And then just to go off of that, All-Star game would be the day after the last day of the season, so Sunday the 25th. So if you make that more, you might have to, call work. Be like, hey, we got a problem.
Wait, why is it on a Sunday?
Because I don't know. Because it's only one game, so it's probably like midday.
Yeah, but it's probably probably one of the weekends that we would have off.
No, it's the day right after. So the last week of the season or last day of the season is July 24th. All-Star game is July 25th.
Oh, so it's after. Okay.
Same weekend. And then
we'd have to make it there first, so
yeah.
have to worry about that.
And then playoffs start August 7th, so we get about a week off there. And I know last year since there were so many teams, they kind of just threw us all in and ranked us by our power rankings. Mm-hmm. I hope they split up by division. So like the East we get the best team out of the East and the best team out of the West playing in the championship. So it's not like we're taking the power rankings and you're doing 1 versus 8 and then 2 versus I hope they do it by division. I mean, I know where they might come in and say that's like unfair because you might have the 2 best teams from the East might be the 2 best teams in the league, or you might have the 2 best teams from the West be the 2 best teams in the league, and they might not get a chance to play each other. I could see that coming into a factor, but I hope they do the division wise. I think that would be fun. Kind of more realistic idea, and I don't know. I just feel like that'd be kind of cool. East versus West in the championship.
Could.
And then you could base who gets home field advantage off of who wins the All-Star game and stuff like that. If you're going East West kind of thing there, so.
Yeah.
And you also, I mean, better chances to make the playoffs this year or make the All-Star game this year with being less teams. Because last year you had to fight with, what was it? 6 teams in your division, so in your conference. So.
I mean, but then I feel like with those more teams, you got more chances obviously to get wins and stuff. But at that point, come playoff time, you kind of knew who was making it and stuff, and who was going where, because of the ones that were in, and the ones that were out were down bad. So
yeah, I understand that. All right, well, I think we talked about as much Wifflers as we could for the past 20 minutes or so. Mm-hmm. Again, there wasn't much to talk about today. Playoffs, we'll probably talk about playoffs, NBA playoffs on Friday, maybe a little MLB, probably some weekend stuff. I don't know, but who knows?
Weekend stuff.
I can't talk full weekend stuff till a little later in July. But yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else more to say?
No, I do not.
All right. So if you guys could like and subscribe, that would help us out a lot. And we'll see you guys next time.